tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons.
Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And his guy... are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
We got three. We got three. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. They gonna need some therapy after this. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Shots in there.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it'll be second and goal. One back in the game, that's Jones, second and goal. He's going to get it running right, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Packers have taken the early lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
A gain of 7.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Tackle made.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And 12.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Funches with a catch over the middle.
complete.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Score Falcons 8, Packers 7.
Check 26, check 26. Over. 45's the mark. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
An 11-yard loss.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
45, Mike, 45.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down again.
Rodgers sacked.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage there to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Packers 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick
now
off.
Following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, 45. Get your swerve on. 45 to the moon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 16. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
To kick off for the Falcons.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw again on second down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deion Jones leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46.
You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there.
Now it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Check back 45. Check back 45. Inside. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. A slant to Jones. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, 88. Zoom. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Jim. 45. Mike, 45. Watch the screen. 45. Clint. 45 for Mike. Let's go one more.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Made at the 16.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Green Bay
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
45. Here we go. Joker.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau.
16.
It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And Jones has it over the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Atlanta.
They go play action now. Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another carry now for Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They run. It's Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley in the final minute. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Richter to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll get this to Lazard. 7 yards the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And he's taken down inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular.